Let me share the big picture. So this is scaleagileFramework.com. Most of you might be aware of this big picture if you are aware of Scaled Agile Framework and if you're working in SAFe. But this big picture looks very complicated and confusing to many people. So today's session is uh, to decouple this big picture. And
Oh,
yes, Hani, any queries you have?
no, sorry.
Okay. So this today's session is to ensure to understand this big picture and to solve this complex problem that we have. The not for me, but and not for many safe SPCs, but uh, to ensure that we are able to recollect what is there on the big picture. So we are trying to decode this big picture and see if we can understand it better, and our power of retention is much more. So what is the test? What is the test that you can take to understand whether you have a good recollection after the session that we have? Is take a A4 sheet of paper and try to draw the big picture and see how many items you can still remember. So that can be a good test. Repeat it multiple times and you will see whether you understand the big picture as well, apart from just knowing it. So let's start. If you see this on the top, we have business agility, right? So business agility is the purpose. The purpose of SAFe, Scaled Agile Framework, is to ensure an organization is achieving business agility. So that's why it is on top. So first, why we do what we do, as per Simon Sinek. So the purpose of SAFe is to achieve business agility. And so that's the first thing. Now, to achieve business agility, we need to have 7 core competencies. Yeah. So on the left hand side, you see these are the 7 core competencies, including one at the bottom, which is lean agile leadership. So these are the 7 core competencies that we need to achieve business agility. Each of these 7 competencies have 3 dimensions in each one of them. If you click this overview tab, you will see the 7 competencies and 3 dimensions in each one of them. So this overview tab will give you all of them. Yeah. So going back, left hand side, all these 7 core competencies that you see are required to achieve business agility that are there. Then you can say, what are the rules? What are the additional rules that you need when you are implementing SAFe? So these are the rules. Yeah? These are the rules that we need when we are implementing SAFe. Okay. We'll come into a little bit more detail. We'll discuss it. But when we are highlighting, we are trying to break the big picture into small chunks. So first question is, what are the core competencies? The second question is, what are the different roles in SAFe that we have? The third question you can ask is, what are the different type of backlog are there and how do we manage backlog? Yeah. So these are the different type of backlogs. If you see, we have a portfolio backlog managed in portfolio Kanban. We have a solution backlog, which is managed in solution Kanban. We have a program backlog, which is managed with program Kanban. And then we have team backlog and team Kanban as well. So the third question is, what are the different type of backlogs are there and how they are managed? So that is the third part. Now, if you see, clearly we have already covered almost 50% of the big picture there. Yeah. So core competencies, what are the different rules and what are the backlogs that are there in SAFe? The fourth question to check is, what exactly is there in the backlog? What are the backlog items that are there in these backlogs? So at portfolio, for a portfolio level, so these are levels of SAFe. So for portfolio level, we have epics and enablers. If you click this, you will know what is epic. If you click this, it will explain you what are enablers as well. But epics and enablers are the backlog items that are captured in portfolio backlogs. Capabilities and enablers are the backlog items that are there in solution backlog. Your features and enablers that are there in your program backlog, and you have stories and enablers that are in your team backlog. So the fourth question to ask is, what are the different type of backlogs items are there? So third question was, what are the different type of backlogs? how they are managed, and now it is what are the different kind of backlog items that are there in these backlogs. Okay. The fifth question is, okay, we have backlog items, but what are the group of people who deliver these backlogs? So at portfolio level, we are organized around development value streams. At portfolio level, we are developed around development value stream, which is a group of people and steps who deliver solutions for the which are used by the operation value streams. Yeah. So these are how people are organized to deliver those epics. Yeah. At large solution level, so this is another level of safe large solution. We have solution trains. Yeah. So people are organized around solution trains, and solution trains deliver capabilities which are stored in solution backlog. For safe essential, which is the most basic building block of safe, we have agile release trains. People are organized around agile release trains. And within essential, we have trains, and trains are built up of agile teams. So 4 or 5 to 11 team members make agile teams, and agile teams, multiple agile teams, 5 to 12 teams makes a agile release train in safe. And these teams work in iterations of 2 weeks, 2 weeks iterations. These teams work in 2-week iterations, yeah, which together is known as a PI. All these iterations together is known as program increment. Yeah. So this is API. So a train have a common cadence of a program increment, and they deliver a solution that they are working together for. So this is the fifth question that we said. On the right hand side here, if you see there are certain items on right hand side, they in safe we call them spanning palette. So this is a spanning palette. As you see, a painter have a palette, color palette. Okay. Similarly, these items can be used anywhere on the safe big picture. For example, when I say anywhere means at any level. So for vision, for portfolio vision, for roadmap, we have a vision for the roadmap. For the large solution, we have a solution roadmap. For essentials, we have a essential train roadmap. So for every level, we have a different roadmap altogether. Yeah. So this can be used in multiple levels when we are talking about this. Yeah. Similarly, milestones can be at all levels. Matrices, they can be at all levels. So this is spanning palette. And at the bottom, we have lean agile leadership. So details about this. So these on the left hand side of lean agile leadership is example of how do we lead by example, and right hand side is lead the change. So how do we lead the change? By having an implementation roadmap, which is a sequence of activities proven to implement safe, and SPCs, safe program consultant, are the change agents which are helping to support the implementation of safe. So asking these 5 questions again will help you to understand this big picture very well. Now let's again see in a different perspective of these questions. Okay. So at a portfolio level, if you are saying, okay, ask a question, what are the core competencies for the portfolio? Okay. So for the portfolio, LPM is the core competency, which is at portfolio level. Epic owners and enterprise architects are the roles at portfolio level. Okay. We have portfolio backlog. What kind of backlog we have? Portfolio backlog and managed portfolio kanban. What is there in portfolio backlog? Epics and enablers. How people are organized in development value streams. Similarly, with large solutions, what is the core competency we have at large solution? For competency we have is enterprise solution delivery. What are the roles? We have 3 important roles: solution management, solution train engineer, and solution architects. These are the 3 roles. What are the kind of backlog items? You have backlog. What kind of backlog we have? We have solution backlog, managed solution kanban. What is there in the backlog? Capabilities and enablers. And how people are organized? Again, the same question in solution trains. Okay. Similarly, if you talk about the train, in train we have your agile product delivery, yeah, at a train level. These are the roles: business owners, system architects, product management, release train engineer, RTs, release train engineer. These are the roles we have. The backlog is called program backlog. In program backlog, we have features and enablers, and these are managed in program Kanban. Again, people are organized around agile release train, which is a team of agile teams. For teams, we have technical team and technical agility as the core competency. Yeah. And your agile teams, the roles, two specialized roles are product owner and scrum master. In Scrum, we have development team members, but here they are agile team members because the teams can be marketing team, the teams can be legal team or any other team. Again, the team backlog, and in teams can either do Scrum or Kanban, both. Not necessarily they can do only Kanban. This is preferred. Kanban is preferred at program, solution, and portfolio level. And then at a team backlog, you have stories and enablers. And a team are, as we said, they are working in small increments of 2 weeks each, which is known as a program increment. Okay. So this is how answering the 5 questions you can get the most out of it. Yes, Navi, I see a hands raised.
Yeah, hi. See, on the higher levels, we see Kanban being used,
Yep.
but at the lower level, we see either Scrum or Kanban.
Yep.
So, in one statement, can you just help me understand the difference between Kanban and Scrum?
Yeah. So probably if you just, it's a Kanban, if you just click Kanban, probably my statement you might forget, but this is how you can say. This is how you can learn a little bit more about it as well. So it is a method uh, for visualizing the flow of work mostly, where we do not fix a time box, that within this time box we need to deliver a particular scope. Yeah. So in Scrum, mostly we are time boxing. Time boxing is more important, and what we can deliver in that time box, that's what we achieve. Okay. In Kanban, mostly it is a flow where we have certain things, and when we have the availability or capacity with the team, they keep on picking up the work. Yeah. So that's how the major difference between Kanban and Scrum is there. But when we are talking about Kanban in Safe, okay, the Kanban team in Safe also commit their objectives, that what are they going to deliver in the 2 weeks. Okay. Or they also follow the same cadence that your Scrum team is following up as well. So that is the difference between a normal Kanban and a safe Kanban. Where in when you say Scrum, it is saying a Scrum XP. It is not just pure Scrum, but we are also having extreme programming practices. Without that, it will be very difficult just with Scrum to deliver a value. Yeah. But again, coming back, uh, we are not discussing in detail in this webinar that what are the items in detail. The purpose of this webinar is to understand the big picture and to understand the flow. Yeah. But I hope that clarifies, and you can read more about by clicking these two items, that what is the difference between two. But in Scrum, mostly we are having a time box of 2 weeks, and then we say what the teams will be able to deliver in these 2 weeks. They pick up that item. Yeah.
Sure, thank you.
Okay. So now we know these are the 5 questions that we see. Now we are going to talk about the 3 different flows in SAFe. Okay. So we spoke about how people are organized. We spoke about people are organized in development value stream, solution train, agile release train, and agile teams. So let's see the hierarchy in SAFe. We talk about dual operating system in SAFe, that uh, earlier we started with a network of team, but as the number of people grew, the SAFe moved, or basically organization moved from a network of teams to a hierarchical function. There's nothing wrong with hierarchies. We get stability and execution from hierarchies, but the network disappears where we are not closer to the customers, and that is a problem. We should stay close to our customers. And for staying close to the customers, uh, we in SAFe have dual operating system, where we say we are having hierarchies of functional managers for stability and execution, but we organize around a virtual network of teams. So that's what we are trying to understand now, that how people are organized in SAFe. Okay? So the basic building block of this organization is agile teams. Agile teams are 5 to 11 team members, yeah, including Scrum Master and Product Owner, which are two specialized roles. So 5 to 11 team members working together to deliver a value or incremental value is called agile teams. Now, these agile teams together, multiple agile teams, when they are working on a similar solution or same solution, okay, they are known as agile release train. So agile release train is like 50 to 125 people approximately, and it is based on science. Like this is called Dunbar's number, on which this number 125 or 150 is based. So 50 to 125 people or 5 to 12 teams working together to deliver a solution is called agile release train. Yeah? So a group of people working together, agile team, and then agile release train. Now let's say we are supposed to develop a aircraft, or we are developing a COVID vaccine, or a large solution and complex solution. 125 or 150 people are not enough to develop these large and complex solutions, which take years to develop. Okay, so in that case, we have multiple trains are required. Yeah? And when multiple trains are required, we make them, or we call them solution trains. So when multiple trains are required to deliver a same solution, single solution, then we call that as a solution train. So now if you see here, there are multiple trains that are there. Yeah, there are multiple trains which have a need of coordination between them as well. In portfolio, there can be multiple trains in a portfolio, but they are not large solutions because they are working on different products. Yeah, a large solution is only when multiple trains are working on the same solution. That's only when we call them solution train. Okay. Now a train, as we said, multiple trains formulate development value streams. Okay, and there can be one to one, many to one, and one to many relationship between development value streams and your operation value stream as well. So this is how people are organized to deliver value. Now, I'm not going into detail in this webinar explaining what is development value stream or what is operation value stream. It might be very easy if you just click on these icons and you will know about detail. I'm just explaining how the flow is happening. Let me share an example so that I'm not going into detail, but with that example, at least you will understand what is operational value stream and what is development value stream and how people are flowing. Let's say an example of Virgin Atlantic. Virgin Atlantic is or Virgin is an enterprise having many portfolios. Let's say Virgin Atlantic is a portfolio. Virgin Airlines, Virgin Atlantic is one portfolio of Virgin Group by Sir Richard Branson. Yeah? Now Virgin Atlantic is an airline. Yeah. Okay. So they might have a operational value stream which says passenger service. A passenger want to travel and a passenger travels. Yeah? And all the steps in between, passengers go to the airport, they goes to the immigration, they go to launch, they boarded the aircraft, they took a flight, they came back, went to immigration, they got their baggage, and they went to hotel and all. So all the steps in between, a need and the delivery of that idea or delivery of that need, concept to cash, and all the steps in between, all the people who are helping a passenger to travel, and all the solutions like reservation system, catering system, baggage systems, yeah, everything is composed of operation value stream. So in an airline, we have operation value stream. Let's say in this example, we have a passenger service as a operation value stream. Now within a passenger value stream, we have solutions which are like reservation system. So the people who develop reservation system can be part of development value stream. So people the steps and people who develop the solutions that are used by the operation value stream are known as development value streams. So let's say one example is reservation system. Now, if the reservation system is developed by multiple trains, for example, there is one train for the reservation system through website, one train with reservation system with travel agents, one reservation with mobile app, multiple trains are required for reservation. Then it is a solution train. Within that, they have multiple trains, one train for the website, etc. Also, the operation value stream use catering system, let's say. So catering system is a development value stream. They don't have large solutions. They have only one solution train, which is there for catering, making food and delivering it to the aircraft. And then these trains have multiple teams together to deliver the value or solution. So this is how we spoke from bottom to up. And then I gave you an example from top to down as well, how people are organized in SAFe to deliver a value. Any queries with respect to how people are organized?
I have a question. So do you group some development value streams along with operational values with basically operations?
Yeah. So there is a different relationship between operation and development value stream. There can be many to one, there can be one to many, and there can be many to many as well. Okay. In the example that I gave you, airlines, passenger service is an operation value stream. Now, passenger service can use a reservation system. Passenger value stream can use a baggage system. Passenger value stream can use a catering system, or they can use an in-flight system. So all these solutions that this operation value stream is using, they might form a development value stream. Might be the baggage and catering are just one part of one development value stream. Might be the reservation and the other is part of one development value stream. Yeah. So this operation value stream use some solutions, and the people and the steps that are required to deliver those solutions are known as development value stream. So SAFe is focusing on development value stream, how people are organized to deliver solutions. Okay,
I got it. Yes, thank you.
yeah. So this is one flow. Let's talk about another flow. Let's say Virgin Atlantic have a vision that they will be profitable by 2025, and they will be the most preferred airline for Europe. Let's say this is the vision for Virgin Atlantic. To achieve the vision, they will create strategic themes. One of the strategic theme might be, let's say, increase 50% revenue year on year by selling ancillaries. So by selling ancillaries, we'll generate 50% revenue year on year. That is a strategic theme. Ancillaries means anything apart from seats. Okay. Now to implement that strategic theme, we will create epics. Epics are large initiatives that span multiple development value streams, and that cannot be delivered in a program increment, which is like 4 to 6 iterations. They cannot be delivered. They are large initiatives. Okay. One of the examples of epics might be enable passengers to buy extra baggage. Yes, it is aligned to strategic theme because it is ancillary. So an epic might be enable passengers to buy extra baggage. That might be epic. That cut across multiple development value streams. For baggage value development value stream, for travel agents or for reservation value stream also, baggage is required. So it cut across multiple development value streams. It can be divided into a capability because it is for reservation system, we have to use enable passengers to buy extra baggage. And then those capabilities are further divided into features. Now the difference between capability and feature is that a capability needs multiple trains to deliver a backlog item. Yeah, that's what we call a capability, but that can be delivered within this PI. Within this PI, we can deliver it, but it requires multiple trains. For example, enable passengers to buy extra baggage via mobile app, via website. There are 2 trains. So to deliver this, we need both the trains. but it can be delivered within a program increment. That's a capability. A feature is almost the same thing, but it requires only one train. So feature can be very simple as capability, enable passengers to buy extra baggage via mobile app. Now it is only one train via mobile app. Now, only one train is required and it can deliver in one PI. Then we have a feature. And features are further divided into stories. Features are further divided into stories. Stories are something that can be delivered within 2 weeks. That's the story. When we say 2 weeks, it is the maximum time that it should take. Yeah. So this is the backlog hierarchy in SAFe. We have strategic themes. We break strategic to implement strategic theme. We have epics. Epics are broken down into capabilities. Capabilities are broken down into features, and features into stories. So this is your backlog hierarchy in SAFe. How do we manage our backlogs? Okay. Now, epics are managed in portfolio backlog. In portfolio kanban is used to manage them, and your LPM, lean portfolio management, is the ownership of your portfolio kanban. Epics are broken down into capabilities, and these capabilities are stored in your solution backlog. Yeah, we discussed earlier, right? And solution backlog is managed in solution kanban, and solution kanban have ownership of the solution management. Similarly, as we said earlier, capabilities are broken as features. And where are features? Features are in your program backlog, managed in program kanban. And program kanban is managed by your product management. Product management means more than one person. It is not product manager. Yeah. And features are broken down into stories, where we have team backlog. Yeah. And the ownership is with product owner. So we know what are the backlog items, how they are flowing, where they are managed, and who is taking ownership of each of the backlog items as well. Now these people, product owner, product management, business owners, solution management, yeah, and your portfolio management. This is your people hierarchy. That how people are organized, or how people are collaborating. When we say hierarchy, it is not a reporting hierarchy, it is a collaboration hierarchy. That how people are collaborating to deliver value. Yeah? So product management have an extended team of product owners, yeah, to support. So this is, we are closing the loop again. Yeah? So first we spoke about the organization hierarchy, that how people are organized. Now we spoke about how backlog is organized in SAFe. And the third thing that we have already discussed in a brief is how people are organized. We spoke about product owner, product management, business owners, yeah, solution management. So this is like effectiveness, ensuring the organization is doing the right thing. How can we be effective? What needs to be done? Yeah. So these are owner of the backlog items. Similarly, for efficiency, we have our product owners, Scrum masters, release train engineers, solution train engineers, and LPM. So these are for effectiveness, ensuring the delivery is happening, ensuring uh, uh, all the teams are coordinating, removing the impediments, and leading them by example, leading them uh, by passion, and ensuring the delivery is happening. Yeah. Many people ask me that, okay, Scrum Master, RT, they are not a delivery role. They are just coach. But if I ask you that if a football team is losing all the time, they are not winning, who gets fired? Yeah, it is the coach. So indirectly, RT and Scrum Master are accountable for building high performing teams that delivers. Yeah. And then the last one, we have your people, your team members, technical team members, architects, solution architects, and agile enterprise architects. This is how people are collaborating with each other to get things done. Yeah. So the third thing we spoke about is how people are organized as well. Okay. Now coming back, let me explain you earlier the difference between, if someone asks you what is the difference between SAFe and other um, scaling frameworks. Like if we have this particular graph, if you see it here, if on the top side, if I say this is your applicability, applicability means how easy it is to apply that particular framework. Yeah, high applicability on the top. And here, if you have the what is the substance? Substance means what is the help that you get from the framework. Yeah, so how much help or guidance the framework is providing. Yeah, so if you have this comparison, okay, then what I see is SAFe is somewhere now here. It is highly applicable. Yeah, and it is highly applicable, and they provide a lot of guidance that how it should be implemented. There are more than 1 million SAFe. Yeah, while others like Scrum at Scale, etc., or other frameworks like Scrum at Scale is almost here. They are also high in applicability, but there is no substance. If you go to Scrum at Scale website, you will hardly get any guidance. There are hardly certified Scrum at Scale practitioners are there. Yeah. And all the other frameworks, they are somewhere like in between. You don't see a lot of substance. A good website like SAFe, where uh, everyone in your organization can come on the same page. So this is how you can differentiate SAFe with other frameworks as well. With that, I think we finish what we were supposed to. If you want to ask any questions, please feel free to ask your queries, and then we can wind up for the day. It is almost 40 minutes, and okay, thank you, Amit. Anything anyone else want to discuss or want to ask queries? Yeah, Bala. Okay, thank you.
Awesome session, Amogh.
Yeah,
really
Bala.
the exam.
Okay, and the other thing I just want to share that if you are SPCs, if you are SAFe program consultants, like SAFe has also started bringing a lot of, if you see my slides, this is SAFe community, and you get a lot of assistance now how to deliver a good training. Like it is ready to train. Awesome training free of cost for you. This is 6 30 minutes module that are there. You will take almost 6 hours, or maybe if you have a good friend who is SPC, I recommend you you go face to face together and try to take this ready to train path. It is amazing. It has various personas of various trainers. What are their strengths? What are their weakness? What you should do, and it will help you to start your SAFe delivery as well. RT essential before you take a RT course. It is a mini course for 3 to 4 hours, and this is a jumpstart SAFe. If you are very new to SAFe, if someone is very new to SAFe in your organizations, this is where you can take them through as well, basic agility as well. So SAFe is providing a lot of substance, and I hope you will take the advantage of that. Thank you for this session. Yeah, thank you for joining.
Hi, Amogh. This is Prerna. I have a quick question.
Yep.
So, like, if we want to start with SAFe and we want to make a call, like, right, where do we like? What do we want to begin with? Should it be portfolio, essential, or large solution? So, how do we identify that?
Yeah. So as I was explaining, the SAFe has become very much applicable. So there are 4 configurations in SAFe here. So this is essential configuration. If you want to start with a train where 5 to 12 teams are there delivering a solution, that's where we should start with. If you click on this implementation roadmap, it will give you all the steps. It is a sequence of activities proven to implement SAFe successfully. If you click on all these steps, it will give you further details. What are the stepwise approach? It is based on John P. Cotter 8 steps of change as well. So all the steps, whether you should start with essential or portfolio, you should be able to get here. It is good to start with essentials and then grow to the portfolio as well.
Thank you, Amogh. That answers my question. The organization that I'm working for, so I think we are using elements of SAFe, and we are doing the portfolio element there. And along with that, we don't use multiple release trains. We only have like one release train. So probably, I'm getting a bit confused. Should it be categorized as portfolio or should it be essential?
Yeah, so you might have a portfolio configuration where you have a train and you are not utilizing the full portfolio configuration. Probably you just started the portfolio. It is not always that you are a very mature organization. It is a journey basically. So you are already on your journey right now. You have implemented SAFe in one of the train in one of the portfolios. Probably as next step, you can launch more trains in the same portfolio or same value streams, and then extend it to the portfolio as we show in the bottom line of the implementation roadmap as well.
Okay, thank you, Amogh. So as in when required, we can make the changes.
Yep. Yes, you can just keep on improving on it.
Yeah. Thanks a million, Amogh. I'm really sorry. I have a very last question for you.
No, it's okay. This is to answer your questions.
Yeah. So I'm Scrum Master. So like if I want to do SAFe certification, what would you suggest or advise for a Scrum Master to, which certification should they go ahead with for SAFe?
So SAFe Scrum Master is a little bit different from the CSM or other certification you have. So if you see here, when you're preparing to launch, SAFe Scrum Master is one of them. If you are already experienced Scrum Master, you can go for the release train engineer as well. From the cost perspective, the cost of the RT certification and cost of the SPC certification is not very different. Yeah. So if you are an experienced Scrum Master, if you are planning to make change and get into consulting and training as well, then SPC is for you.
Great, thank you, Amogh.
Yeah. Okay, everyone. I think we are good. Thank you for joining.